Hi there, it's April 15th, and we are in the second part of Unit 6. So what you should see uploaded in the blog tonight is 6.5. It says Mama is Chinese, and there's also 6.3, which is all in one link. So you should only have to click on it once. So when you get your 6.5, you can see there's a little bit of highlighting on there, and you're supposed to read the front page and then look at the preview card and answer the questions as best you can. The preview card is not actually card, it's just on the next page of those instructions. And so when you get to that second page and you've answered the preview card questions, then keep going on with the reading. But while you're reading, you want to ask yourself, what kind of a person is the author? How does she feel about her experiences? You can note your own reactions and connections to her story in the response notes, but you don't have to do it, but just think about it. Okay, so think about what kind of a person she is and how she reacts to experiences. You may want to highlight those things because there are questions later, and I know that I say to directly use quotes, and they have to do with who she is as a person. Then on page 198, you'll continue reading and just do a little bit of stopping and reflecting. So you're thinking about two experiences that she's told you about, and how does she feel after each one of them. There is also some vocabulary at the bottom of the page, and just to help you out if you're not familiar with the vocabulary. On page 199, you have an assignment for you to summarize, and so it says, summarize in your own words what the two children felt as they looked in the Chinese store. Here is where you want to use some quotes. So if you say that they felt this way, what quote from the story proves that they felt that way? How do they react is usually, or either how they've reacted with their actions or how they've reacted with their words will be where the quotes lie. And then on page 200, you can see on the right-hand side, there's a little bit of a word cluster there. And so you're going to look at the word cluster and then use a similar cluster to write about an experience, to create something for an experience that you might write about. Once you've done that cluster, then pick one of the topics in the cluster, and this is halfway down the page of the next set of instructions. Halfway down the page, pick one of the small topics in your cluster, and then do a quick write about it. And a quick write means that you just keep writing for that minute. That space is not very much there. I don't think that's enough for a 1 minute write, but if it is for you, that's fine. If it's not, that's fine. And then once you've done that quick write, put a star beside anything in particular that you want to write about in part of an autobiography. And it's not a great big long book autobiography that you're writing. It's just an autobiography about some things about yourself. So then on the next page, on 201, you are going to write a part of your autobiography telling about your experiences. You can begin the same way as the author has in Mama is Chinese. When I look back over the years, I see myself. You don't have to, but you can. And then write about the experiences you developed in your quick writing on the previous page. So, but make sure each of those experiences are in a separate paragraph. On the bottom right-hand side, you can see a bit of a writer's checklist. And so that is just a reminder for you to help you make sure that you're editing your writing and that it is as good as you would like it to be. On page 202, you're going to do what's called a wrap-up, and you're writing in your own words what her memoir is about. And then on the last page, which doesn't actually have a page number, it's just a little bit of vocabulary, a vocabulary exercise. And the first part, you just need to circle the answers. And then the second part, you have to actually break up the words into what is the prefix and what is the root, and then what is the meaning of that word. That one's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think you'll have any problem with that. The last page of this handout is a graphic organizer on comprehension. So the first chart is showing what happens in the first 3 episodes in Mama is Chinese. And so you can see there what you've got is on the left-hand side, so here, problem, response, and outcome. And then across the top are each of the episodes. So in this case, the graphic organizer has provided you with the episodes. So episode 1 is, here's the nurse comment on her mother's heritage. Then episode 2, a child recommends that maybe not play with her because her mother is Chinese. So you've got each of the problems laid out. What you need to do is, what is the response, and then what is the outcome? The second chart on that page is about your own autobiography. So what are the 3 episodes that you talked about? from your autobiography, and then you're going to give what is the response to that episode, and then what was the final outcome of that episode. The other part in this package tonight is, it says assessment multiple choice test, but it's open book. So it's basically just comprehension of what you've read from Mama's Chinese. It's multiple choice, so nice and easy peasy for you. Other than that, that is pretty much what is on the agenda for tonight. And so make sure if you have any questions, you're reaching out. My email address is bwalker@ffsd.mb.ca. And I hope everybody's safe and healthy, and keep on washing your hands. Bye-bye.